Right, hello. Today we're going to be talking about Instagram. Now, what is Instagram? Well, Instagram's a photo sharing site. So you take out your phone, you take a picture, and you post it online. Now, Instagram is used by about 500 million people? Yeah, 500 million people monthly, right? So that's quite a lot of people, so it's quite you can reach quite a broad audience. Now, as I've said before, people use Instagram to take a picture and to post. Now, usually the actual picture itself is the main focus. Sometimes this can include writing, and it can be in videos, and you can also have lots of multiple ones on a post, and you swipe it like that. And then there's often a caption below, and this incorporates hashtags and emojis and just text, so explaining like the picture. So you have like a picture of like, I don't know, Brazil, and you're like, oh, Brazil is hashtag beautiful, in your thing, and then you use emojis. Anyway, how can companies advertise on Instagram? Well, they're sponsored, a bit like Twitter actually, they're sponsored like... Well, again, like Twitter, you can have, so like someone will wear a nice like bag or a nice lanyard, and they'll be like, oh, wow, look at my lanyard, oh, look at my lanyard, it's really good, hashtag ad, hashtag advertising, and people and influencers will look at that, and they'll be like influenced, and they'll want to buy the product. And then there's also the other way of sponsoring. So you can actually push it out, and because Instagram is owned by Facebook, you can link the two advertisements together, and you can actually get the demographics for both fields, and you can push it out on your Instagram and on your Facebook at the same time, and you can get like your demographics for both. Right, so that is like the advertising and how to gain like people. Anyway, next thing, that's the same thing. So next thing, how to reach out to customers. So generally on Instagram, it's a bit less of a it's still a one-to-many broadcaster, but it's not exactly information-y. It's more text-based, and although statements can be made for Instagram, especially through stories and stuff like that, it tends to be more just after the fact of just kind of celebrating, like saying like, oh look, this event was good, or oh look, this was better. So generally for information I'd use Twitter, and I'd stick for Instagram for just lovely photos of nice things that your company's doing and whatnot. Humorous content. Now there is many humorous contents pages on Instagram. As you said, you could incorporate that actually by doing, say, like a sponsored video with them. So like saying, oh look at this funny bag, use coupon code in the description, this in the bio, innit? Right, and when they're doing their video in their like story or whatever. That's how like humorous content should be incorporated into Instagram. Again, like all the other social medias, do not try and be humorous without getting someone who is qualified in meme studies to understand what they're doing, because otherwise you're going to look like an idiot. What else have we got? Oh, demographics. That's our final point before we wrap up video 4, I think. And that's the demographics of Instagram. So Instagram is generally younger women. It's not that much difference between men and women. It's about a 50-50 split, but it's slightly more women. It's a lot younger people. A lot of people that generally are too old for Facebook tend to go on Instagram. They like the stories as well that they've been called. They basically stole it from Snapchat, and it's mostly people that earn less. Generally, maybe college students, etc., like that. So anyway, that's video 4, I think, on Instagram. I'm losing count because I'm going a bit insane. There's probably a link to a video either side of this somewhere, probably there. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching. That's video 4.